Batch 202. It is a great honor to deliver a response on behalf of a batch that has weathered through both the good and the bad to reach this momentous occasion. Many of us did not have the opportunity to witness our high school graduation in person, so this makes our commencement exercises today even more special. No student left behind. This is a national call to action for equitable, inclusive, and accommodating education for all, regardless of the national situation or the student's status quo. But within the walls of our university, it was our promise to ensure that every single student and every single peer got the chance to study, to develop, and to thrive, especially those with disabilities. While we have seen and fought for this, and many different groups have seen progress through policies, initiatives, and plans, there is a group that we rarely discussed. Let us give them their moment today. I would like to invite everyone to engage in a short activity, just one last time. From the top of your head, imagine the typical representation of an autistic individual here in the Philippines. You can base it on social media, what you see there, television, or how your relatives, co-workers, or peers talk about autism. So I am now confident that most of you are at a relative consensus on who you imagined. A young adult repeating the same small behaviors, a socially awkward student struggling to read their peers' social cues and boundaries, an overwhelmed child crying at the change in routine, or even a young adult failing to complete simple self-care tasks. They all sound familiar, right? In the Philippines, autism characterizations and expectations have anchored on social struggles, self-care hardships, and limited potential. And through a deficit-centered understanding, the community historically has prepared for the worst for autistic individuals. Support programs and therapies targeting deficits have focused on making life conducive for survival. While this kind of support is essential, solely emphasizing said concerns always presents their humanity and capacity with pessimism. With that, autism has been treated as an inherent hindrance that needs to be overcome or needs to be hurdled for flourishing in the future. For so long, people suggested autistic individuals are incapable of succeeding and achieving typical life goals, such as strong careers, living independently, or even graduating with flying colors. From this assumption, many parents and caretakers stare into the future with hopelessness, as if something is intrinsically wrong with the lifelong condition. And in some cases, some autistic individuals see the same. But I have a secret. Like many of my neurodiverse colleagues in this room today, who has fought the outside world's different pessimistic expectations, who looked for room to grow in a stigmatizing world, and who equally deserve to stand here as a graduate today. I am autistic, and there's nothing wrong with that. Because you made me see and feel that there was nothing wrong with that. You all accepted me into your community without isolating or sidelining me. And it was exemplified in a story and a very common experience close to my heart. I had the tendency to walk away from conversations in the middle of them. Without any real cue or in inappropriate times, I would just go and walk away. Anywhere else, I would have been scolded and instructed to correct it. Yet you never criticized me, nor saw a deficit. Instead, you saw a difference that never made me inferior or less capable. Instead, you helped me understand how it relates to my autism and how I could move forward. And with this, you encouraged me to thrive in a way that allowed me to embrace my autism. And now I could stand here today and disclose it without fear of stigma nor repercussion. You showed me that it was not something to be ashamed of, nor a hindrance that I have to constantly overcome. And instead, you showed me that my autism is a part of me that can coexist with my best self. In a greater world that boxed him to his deficits, he made an autistic boy look into his future with hope. A future with immense potential, unbounded from negative stereotypes and pessimism. And that in itself is no small feat. Even some clinicians struggle with such a task today. Yet I stand here as evidence of your potential to uplift others, especially those who really need it. Thank you for making me believe there is a world ready to accept and include neurodiverse people like me. The awards on my chest are yours as much as they are mine. De La Salle University, our administrators who overlooked our journey, our professors who have molded us, and our peers who have stood by us every step of the way, are sending us out there because they believe we can uplift others through our respective fields, through our efforts, our advocacies, our plans, and our vision for a better world. While this mission, like everything in life, may seem daunting, you have proven yourself equipped to fulfill the role. After all, you fulfilled your promise. You never left me and many like me behind here in DLSU. And if you could do it within the walls of our university, just imagine the impact you could have beyond them. Congratulations to O2. Thank you so much for everything. And Animo La Salle.